There's a reason most men are trained and programmed to not be affectionate. Men don't cry, men don't kiss, men don't hug, men don't show their feelings, that kind of garbage. It's because affection is connected to love, which is the most powerful energy in all of the universe. So these guys, they equate love and sensitivity and affection with being weak or a punk, or being some chump. And that's why they're emotionally detached. It's just common sense, you know? It's just really a sick cycle. You see a lot of this post World War II, where those guys that came home from the war refused to hug their sons, refused to kiss them or show affection. Men don't hug, men don't cry, men don't kiss, men don't show affection. You know, affection is something should be shown behind closed doors only. It's all garbage. You've been fed just a bag of lies your whole life, man. Affection is love. Love is the most beautiful energy in all of the universe. Without love, what do you have? What's the alternative to love? Hatred? This stuff here, it means nothing. It has no intrinsic value in the universe. It's fleeting at best, and it's an illusion. It's like when you get that itch on your body and you scratch it, it feels good, but the actual scratching isn't good for you because you're damaging your skin. That's exactly what this is. It feels good, but it's not good for you. That's the way the whole system is. You should get yourself to a place where you just stop inhibited by these things and just start being yourself. Practice being yourself. Practice not caring what they're telling you anymore. Practice not following patterns or following the rules or where everybody else is going. I remember a couple of years ago when we had that big scam, you know what I'm talking about? Where they told everybody, this thing's never going to go away. It's going to be with us forever. You know that thing while they were wearing the, right? And I don't hear about it on the news anymore. That was the thing they were going to say. It's never going to go away. It's with us forever. It's going to be stuck to the sky and it stays on surfaces. But you don't hear anything about it anymore. I wonder why. It just magically went away. But anyway, you have to understand, you're a part of that system. And they're telling you the same thing, that affection is wrong. And it's, that's why when people show affection in public, you're like, ew, disgusting, gross, get a room, inappropriate, uncalled for, unnecessary. But let's go watch two dudes beat the hell out of each other. Yeah, 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 yeah. You're going to get your video cameras out with that. Oh yeah, that'll go viral in seconds. Don't you think there's something wrong with that? If love is the most powerful thing in all the universe, be affectionate, man. Who cares what they think? I remember one time a couple of years ago when my son was in a musical group, and I had to take him to a rental place in Queens, which was about an hour and a half away. And it was him and his two band members, and we were going there. They had all the equipment in the car, and I wanted to take them to the rental place to get a bigger van so they can do a cross-country tour. So we were on the parkway, and I see this column of solid gray smoke coming from the other side of the parkway on the eastbound side. And as I'm coming around the curve, I see this column, huge. Obviously something was on fire. As I turn that corner, big curve, I see there was two cars. One had plowed in front and behind the other. And the guy in the back, his car was on fire, and he was on fire. And he got basically out of the window and slumped over and died. Not one person went to help him. I couldn't help him because there was a barricade on my side. I was westbound. So I couldn't help him, But all people were doing was videoing this stuff. Not one person got out of their car to help. Nothing. Nobody with a blanket, with a fire extinguisher, nothing. That tells you where you are right now as far as desensitized and being discouraged to be affectionate and love. Oh, love is for punks. No, it's not. If you don't have love, what do you have? If you don't have affection and compassion and consideration, courtesy, kindness, what do you have? What, you think it's macho to be cold and distant and emotionally detached? That's what makes you weak. You're not strong. Just because you have big muscles and you treat people like garbage and you keep yourself distanced and isolated and locked away and you're desensitized and cold and numb to everything, that makes you what? Cool? That doesn't make you cool. It makes you a fool. That makes you an idiot. That you followed what they told you, because these are Satanists, man. These are cold-blooded killers of children. That's what they are. They want you to be the same. And the first step is to rid you of any sensitivity, because sensitivity is a single element that allows you to care. If you don't care, you're desensitized. You're numb to the world around you. You're cold. You're dead. You're empty inside. You can't even offer yourself anything, let alone offer anybody else anything of a qualitative nature. It's just that simple. You got to stop thinking that affection and love and kindness are for punks. It's a weakness. That's why people don't cry in public. because they think crying in public is a shameful act. That's why when you see celebrities on these interviews and they start crying, they're like, oh, I'm sorry, I apologize. You're apologizing for your tears? What is up with that? Your tears are your greatest virtue. Your tears are the voice of your heart and soul. In each drop is an infinite ocean of wisdom. You should listen to that. God gave you tears for a reason, to use them, not to wipe them away and apologize to others because you care more about what they think about you than what you think about yourself. There's something very off about that. You're given things for a reason, to use them, not to apologize for them, and not to make excuses why you won't show them to others. All these guys walking around, you see them. None of them are affectionate. None of them are caring or kind. They're disconnected. They're cold. They're emotionally detached, not only from their partners and their family, but from everybody, because they think it's macho and hip and bravado and all that machismo and freaking adrenaline and all that junk and egocentric and, all that junk that they pump into these guys, that men don't show affection, men don't hug, men don't kiss, men don't cry, men don't show feelings and emotions. That's for girls. That's for sissies. That's garbage. It's a given that a woman's actions are governed by her feelings and emotions. A man's actions are governed by his impulses and instincts. Indeed, women are from Venus, men are from Mars. Truth. But that doesn't mean you don't have the capacity as a man not to have feelings and emotions and love and kindness and all of those beautiful things, because you do. You're just choosing not to show it because society told you it's a form of weakness, and it's not. It's your greatest virtue and your greatest strength, and you need to embrace it. You need to recognize it, and you need to show it to the world. Straight truth.